What's up, y'all? This Lil W Slab OG TV back at again, another Slab History 101. Man, like I said, man, I'm gonna come in on these Mondays and start doing the talking about the different makes and models of the cars that's in the slab game. I know a lot of different states and cities, in the US. Everybody got their own little flavor, Cali, they like the lowrider, so they might gravitate more towards Chevys, in Florida, they like to ride, the 70s models and Impalas and Caprices, you know what I'm saying? Houston, we like Cadillacs, Buicks, Oldsmobiles, and everybody's got their own little flavor. So today I'm gonna talk about one of my personal favorite cars in the slab game. I had two of them before I started the channel. I had a two-tone one and I had an all brown one. Today we're gonna talk about not really the 1984, but specifically the second generation 1980 to 1985 Cadillac Seville, aka in Houston, SlantBacks. So we're gonna go ahead and dive into some of the research that I discovered while looking up the second generation Cadillac Seville. It says here that the razor edge back rear styling drew inspiration from the English coach builder Hooper and Company's express line designs from the early 1950s, which were considered a dramatic modern take on the mid-30s style of trunk and body integration. So I guess I didn't really know that, that it came from that inspiration of the mid-30s to the 1950s Cadillacs, because I know some of the Cadillacs, they came with a rear wheel on the side, on the back, some of them were slanted. I have to kind of look and see which specific make and models they were, but I didn't really know that's what they were trying to get at when they made that body style. And I got here some of the, total manufactured SlantBacks that was made throughout the years. So in the second generation specifically. So in 1980 there was 40,000, 81 there was 30,000, 82 there was 19,000, 1983 there was 30,000, 84 there was 39,000, and 85 was 40,000. So in total it was roughly 200,000 Cadillac Seville second generation, which is kind of surprising to me because I don't really know too many people that have anything other than like a 84, because when I kind of think of, I know a couple people that got 80s, but majority that you'll find on the streets is 1984s. But like I said, it was different ones. In 1982 was probably the lowest one. It says 19,000 here with almost 20,000 that was made. So I mean, it'd probably be interesting to find a 1982 one, just because they're a little bit more rare than the rest of them. And also it says here that the factory base price was $22,000, about $65,000 in today's time. I don't know when this was written, but whenever this article was written, that's what it said, 65,000. So they wasn't cheap, what I'm saying, back then. That was a lot of money back then. Even nowadays, that's a lot of money to spend on the old school. That's damn near like, buying a Benz almost nowadays. I did read also that it wasn't the most expensive car, that Cadillac produced at the time. I think it said it was a 75, I think it was a 75 Cadillac limousine that I read that said at that time it was kind of like the most sought after expensive one, obviously because it was a limousine. And man, like I said, it says here that it was almost 200,000 that was manufactured during that second generation time. But man, I feel like I found them a lot. I feel like when I go on Facebook Marketplace, go on different auction sites, or just stumble upon them. There's a lot of them out there. To me, this model SlantBack, these years SlantBacks, man, in the slab game, and a lot of people could say it too. Well, some people don't really like them, but I would say that it's one of the most gangster looks, to see a SlantBack come down the street, man, because I had two of them, so I could attest to it. But man, seeing a SlantBack come down the street is just something about it. The way the back end, the curve of the back bumper, how it curves down, it give it that low look, So when it comes to like SlantBacks, Cutlass, 80s models, Cutlasses, MCs, those cars to me, they're a little bit smaller, because a lot of people in the slab game, like bigger cars, but man, to me, them cars right there, they give it a gangster look, you know what I'm saying? And man, I'm not even gonna go down a list of how many people had slantbacks over the years, or who was the first one with a slantback. You got to think a lot of those people was riding slantbacks in 1984. You know what I'm saying? So it probably was way more people that we don't even hear about that had them. You know, back in the day to all the way to now. I would say probably one of the most infamous ones is, of course, Corey Blunt's. You know what I'm saying? Real clean slantback, but Toast, when Toast had the slantback, man, to me, I always say this in my interviews, and I never really had nobody kind of debate me on it. Every time I ask an OG from like South Acres, or that was around South Park during that time in the 80s, the 90s, they'll kind of not really know the answer either, but damn, they'd be like, shit, I guess you're right. I always say that Toast was the first complete slab. I always say that on my interviews and when I'm talking about, South Acres, South Park, or Toast, or slantbacks, anything like that. But man, to me, shit, I mean, when you talk about candy paint, insides done, belts, buckles, pop trunk, neons, fifth, grill. I mean, he had the whole package. And like I say, I always ask the OGs, because, on Slab OGs TV, I like to, get to the bottom of things. I mean, that to me, that's one of the first complete slabs to hit the scene, you know what I'm saying? Because, during that time, you didn't really need to have candy paint. You didn't need to have insides. At that time, he had the whole complete package. And two, I always hear OGs, a little bit after Toast, from the north or from the south, because everybody seen that slantback when he pulled that slantback out, and that slantback kind of changed the game. You know what I'm saying? It made a lot of people want to go get belts. Made a lot of people want to go get grills, and made a lot of people want to go get go search for fifth wheels, bumper kits. You know what I'm saying? Because they was kind of like, damn, this car is immaculate. You know what I'm saying? So then you had other people like, of course, Corey Blunt, JC had a slantback back in the day. Frail had a slantback. I think Frail brought that slantback from Corey Blunt, if I'm not mistaken. Y'all get in the comments box and let me know if I'm right or not. But man, there's been so many people. I heard about a dude on Homestead. He had a white slantback, probably like the late 80s. I think he was from Crofton. It was a dude from the Heights. He had a root beer slantback. So I mean, man, that's one of the most sought after cars too. Also, because last week we did the Cadillac Cab. You know what I'm saying? This week we doing the Seville. So hey man, like I said, that's one of my personal favorites. I hope I can find another one after this Cutlass get done, man. I really want to find another slantback. Man, I found one in perfect condition. I found two of them in perfect condition. Man, they had like 60,000 miles, 90,000 miles on the other one. And every time I do find, slantbacks, they always in good condition, man. I read too, it said in some research I was looking up that they was really aiming towards, women riding them, because women wanted, more smaller cars that they could maneuver. I read that, which was kind of funny, because I talked to a lot of people too, out of towners, people even from in Houston, that just do not like slantbacks. You know what I'm saying? Old boy that got the red slantback, man, I can't think of his name. You know what I'm saying? I don't know where he's from, but I for sure know the slantback when I see it. Man, that's one of the cars that a lot of people nowadays make people say, nah, I like slantbacks. It's based off that car. And then, of course, that broke the internet yesterday, 2 days ago. That boy Snow from the North Side, man. That boy pulled out a drink slantback on 26s. You know what I'm saying? First slantback on 26s. Hey, man, that boy killing with it, paint wet, So, man, I would love for the slab game to have a lot more slantbacks. Because I was thinking about that, the other day. Like, it really wasn't too many. I always see them, getting worked on and stuff like that. But as far as rolling, I don't see too many. So, man, hopefully, I can find me one. But if not, man, let's push for boys to pull them slantbacks back out. I heard Papa just bought a green one, so we're going to see what he do with that, you know what I'm saying? So, man, looking like they starting to pop back out, you know what I'm saying? Slantbacks, So, let's push for them slantbacks come out. One of the most hardest gangster looks in the slab game to me, you know what I'm saying? It's my opinion. But, man, let's push for them to come back out. Let's see if we could, you know, spice up another division, you know. Not spice it up in no drama or nothing like that. But, you know, just see a lot more pull out, you know what I'm saying? Let's see who got the cleanest one, you know. This is always a friendly competition, you know, when it comes to these cars, these slabs, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, man. Slab OGs TV. Y'all let me know if I missed anything. Y'all want to tell somebody, tell in the comments, you know, who had SlantBacks back in the day, who got some out right now, because I know it's a bunch of them out. You know what I'm saying? I can't even think right now, you know what I'm saying? But I know it's a bunch of them out. That's why I ain't really just wanted to just name them all off, you know what I'm saying? But, man, it's Lil WB, Slab OGs TV. We out.